Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome back. I don't have a day to count down, so there's no day 1 or 10 or anything like that. And yeah, even though I did count down 10 days, I actually did get my positive results probably the day before, I believe. I started counting down to 10 days, and I just wanted in my head a good solid 10 days. And even though the lady on the phone who called me with my positive coronavirus COVID-19 results had told me, oh yeah, you only have to be in isolation for 10 days, that just didn't rest well with my soul. Okay. And I'm glad that I did wait longer than that, because she was like, yeah, if you didn't have any prior implication or symptoms, which I didn't, I only got tested because of an interaction with a former coworker who was positive. Um, I just went ahead and got tested because having a um, close conversation when a person who's positive is pulling their mask down in the middle of the conversation and talking and projectile talking. Okay, already that's gross, but to know, I know you're positive, you know you're positive, and this is what you're doing at work, this is what we're doing. No, 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 no. They didn't fire him either. They fired me though. But that's not what this video is about. Another one will be. Anyway, I digress. Um, Yesterday I went to my doctor and I had my follow-up visit. Shout out to my doctor, Cindy. I love her. She is everything in the whole wide world. Love her, love her, love her, love her, love her, love her. The best. Um, but my doctor was very good, and I had talked to them, told me everything I had went through, and everything that I was going through, and like that. And she kind of reminded me, oh well, maybe I should make a video about that. But she asked me if I had any symptoms prior to, and I said no, I didn't have any symptoms. And yes, I had stayed away from people more than the 10 days where my doctor had recommended 14 days. Although the very nice person on the phone, can't say if they were a healthcare worker or not, but the person who handles your results and gives you that consultation to let you know that you have positive results. They don't call you if you have negative results, because I've gotten bunches of tests with my former job. I would have interactions with people who would end up positive, be positive, or what have you not, turn up positive all the time. And I would get tested if I had felt like, oh, well, maybe I'm feeling some kind of way, or maybe I had an interaction. It was never a thing where I felt some kind of way. But I will say that after getting the positive results, thinking back, I do remember having some headaches. But I just figured it was job stress. And then I'm lactose intolerant and I get sinus issues. So I've just brushed it off as, oh, well, maybe it's just, maybe it was something in something I ate. Maybe they used mayo, or maybe they, put a little cheese in these vegetables for whatever reason. People put milk in a lot of things. And whether it's cooked or not, I'll still get the sinus issues. Anyway, long story long, thinking back, I did have those issues of the headaches, the constant daily headaches, and the sinuses, but it could have been easily explained away. So I'm just saying that to say that if you feel like you're having some symptoms and it is feasible for you to get tested, because testing is free. I'll put a link to where you can go get tested, a link to testings sites, a link that can get you anywhere in the U.S., not just here in Georgia, where I am. but a link to where you can find your state and find your testing sites. And they're now, I believe you can still drive up the same day, but a lot of places are turning you away and asking you to register online, and it just makes it easier because they don't have to have all the paperwork and have you to sit there and fill out all the paperwork and this and that and the other things, and it goes really fast. You know, you just drive up, they scan your phone, and it has a little QR code on it. They scan your phone, and you're scanned in, you're checked in like in a doctor's office, and they swab you and you're on your way, and then you get your results in 3 days. It's not like 2 weeks like it used to be. Like you would get your results for weeks because they had like Super Bowl lines of people coming to get tested, but now you get your results in like 3 days or less. So it's really awesome. They've really got it down to an efficient science. So it's really good. So I'm really happy. They've made a lot of strides from when the first time I got tested, because like I said, in the warehouse facility that I used to work, there were constantly every day at least one person coming up positive. So I have been tested quite a bit, and this was my first positive result. But you know, anyway, another takeaway from my doctor's visit was aspirin. She told me to just get aspirin. Now, you don't have to get this kind. This is from Dollar Tree. She just told me just get some baby aspirin. Just get some chewable aspirin, low dose aspirin. If you don't want orange, you don't have to get this kind. You can go to Walmart. You can go to CVS. You can go to your apothecary. You can go to your Kroger, Publix, Lucky's, Ralph's in California, Vons, any market, any CVS, Walgreens, any place, and get some low dose aspirin. And you know, any drugstore, any pharmacy should have low dose aspirin. I just would prefer the chewable kind. She said just take one every day. She said the biggest thing with people with COVID is that they're dying a lot. A lot of people are dying from blood clots, and once a blood clot gets up to your brain, boom, you know, your chances. I'm not gonna say you can't live through it, because you know God is able, and people have lived through blood clots. But you know, you have a better chance of your blood thinning out if you're taking a daily low dose aspirin. Just one a day. So just throw it in your pill counter if you have one, because she's, you know, always on me about taking a multivitamin, and because I was in a warehouse, take some vitamin D. So anywho, but yeah, aspirin. So but symptoms, side effects, what did I have during the COVID? I will say that I did have the number 2, the diarrhea. I will say that the phlegm was like a heavy burden on my chest. It was like, wow. It was really hard to breathe. So her putting that stethoscope to my chest, and me being able to take a deep breath and let it out, and her to mark me as 100% breathing was just, it was beyond words. I don't want to start crying again, but it was just great. It was a great visit to know that I'm good, that I made it, and I pray that all the people who can make it, and that's another reason for me making these videos, is that if somebody could use this information, I pray that you will be able to use it. But yeah, and water. Another thing is, she was like, stay hydrated, you know, even though you're sounding like you're out, you know, you're on the other side of this thing, still stay hydrated. Wash that mucus out. Wash, because your body naturally has mucus. So just, you know, get that healthy mucus, you know, flowing in your body, get it flowing out, you know. So just stay hydrated, you know. That also helped with the diarrhea and the headaches and the recovery. So yeah, that and inflammation, that was another thing with your fever and your temperature and all. That those fresh onions, fresh garlic, lemons, turmeric, if you can get a hold of some turmeric, whether you get it in the powder form or the fresh root. I prefer the fresh root, but the powder form, you can get that anywhere. Big Lots, Kroger, Dollar Tree, anywhere. In the seasoning aisle, get you some turmeric. Put it in a nice little cup of tea in the morning, just a little bit, and that'll get your inflammation down. Also helps bring down a fever. So, trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else I got, but any tips or anything I haven't given already. I'm not trying to repeat myself a bunch of times, but yeah, that's just that. So yeah, so baby aspirin, lots of water. Please hydrate, not just 8 cups. Use a weight calculator. Go online and I'll link one. I'll look on there and see if I can link one. And you can just put in your weight and your activity level, and it'll tell you how many cups of water you should have. So that's that. I'm gonna quit yammering and having moments. I'm trying to think of so much, and I'll start writing stuff down. That way I won't have to be going on so much. But it's me, so it is what it is. Just be well. Take care. I wish you all the best. I pray we all make it through this. And yeah, it's just a lot. So it's flu season. So please, please, please get your rest. Drink your water. Baby aspirin. Fresh garlic, fresh onions, lemon water, and be well. All right.